Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I said good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Myself, Rajshekharan Mohan. I am your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. Before we begin the meeting, there are few ground rules to be followed for the smooth conduction of the meeting. Rule number 1. Please switch off your mobile or put it on silent mode. I will give you few seconds. Thank you. Our club consists of diverse people from different backgrounds. So kindly avoid the topics like politics, sex, religion during your speech. Number 3. Refrain from moving around during somebody speaking. That will affect other people who is speaking as well as the audience. Now let us remind of our Toastmasters International mission. We empower the individuals. We empower individuals to become more effective leaders and more effective communicators and leaders by providing a supportive and positive experience that fosters self-confidence and personal growth. On that inspiring note, it's my pleasure to introduce our proceeding officer for today. She completed her MBBS at PSG Medical College, Coimbatore, and MD in Physiology at Madras Medical College with 20 years of teaching experience. She is currently professor in the Department of Physiology at Private Medical College in Chennai. Known for her dedication and enthusiasm. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Anuradha.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Rajshekharan Mohan for setting up the rules and for telling the ground rules. Good afternoon, Medley family members and my dear guests.
Good afternoon.
With the sound of this gavel, I declare meeting number 815 open. I like to recognize the dignitaries. Distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Sauri Rajan, he is our chartered member as well as past president. Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas D. Abraham, our past president and PR manager for Area 82, and Distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad, our past president as well as Area Governor for the District 82, then Toastmaster Prasanna, our past president and current Area Director, our immediate past president, Toastmaster Prada. I welcome all of you to the 815 meeting. What's special next week? Pongal. Okay, it's a celebration. Usually we celebrate Pongal once in a year for 4 days with different names and for different purposes. But in Toastmasters, every meeting is a celebration, like Pongal. Any guess? Let me tell you. The first day is Bogi. Usually, we burn out the old things, clean the house and make it ready for the festival. In Toastmasters, we unlearn the old things and we learn new things and prepare ourselves for the new journey. So, it's a Bogi for us. And then number 2, second day is Surya Pongal. will make the milk to boil and overflow over the pot during the Pongal. So during our meetings, each and every member, our mind will be overflowing with joy. That's uvagai, extreme happiness. I felt in many meetings. The reason is each and every member's initiation or milestone is celebrated in our meetings. For example, if any new member join our meeting, we'll post a flyer and we'll celebrate him. We'll welcome them with a warm flyer and our claps. And if they start their journey in speaking, we'll honor them by making them sitting, and we'll get up and we'll clap. And we'll celebrate their journey like ours, thinking like us. And we'll celebrate the level completion, pathway completion, and each and every step of the Toastmasters. So, we are celebrating Surya Pongal on every meeting. So, third one is like Matu Pongal. It is similar to Thanksgiving Day. So, whatever we learn, we'll feel gratitude while going out of the meeting. Our mind will be full of gratitude. And how to return? We are returning our gratitude by becoming mentors, and we are passing the knowledge to the new members. So every week we are celebrating Thanksgiving Day. Last one is Kanum Pongal. We'll share the sweets and our happiness with our friends and family members. Here, during every meeting, we'll share our knowledge, share our happiness, care for each member, and for guests. We'll care even the guests who are coming for the first time, thinking that they are our own family. So we are celebrating Kanum Pongal during every meeting. So each Toastmaster meeting is a celebration like Pongal. Common people celebrate only once in a year, but Toastmaster celebrate every meeting as a Pongal celebration. So it gives us immense pleasure, and this didn't come within a day or a night. It was initiated by Rossi Medley 100 years ago, and now today we have lots of club and lots of Toastmasters throughout the world. This is to improve our communication and public speaking skills. And with this, I'll hand over the meeting to the Toastmaster of the day, who is the person who will carry the meeting forward. So today's Toastmaster of the day is our Toastmaster Praveena Sriram.
You must be wondering what this video is, a very short piece. So the central theme about it was the bonfire. So this was taken in Meghalaya, which is the traditional dance of the Garo people. Just as much fire is significant for the people in Northeast, so it is in South and the entire India. Because fire, one of the elements of nature, is extremely important for all of us. Now that Bogi is coming, and just now our president also spoke about how important it is to burn the unwanted stuff and move on. The same way, fire signifies purity, transformation, knowledge, and divinity. So good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. Another reason why I have chosen fire as the theme for our celebration is, we as Toastmasters and guests here can make all this possible only because of the fire that we have in our belly. Because it takes immense courage for all of us to come here, first as a guest, then we somehow convince the guests to become members, and once we become members, to take up small roles and gradually improve and get to more serious roles. And why do we do it? Because like fire, we seek knowledge. We seek transformation in us. And that is why we have Speakathon today, which is a true testimony of the fire raging in us. So before we proceed, I would like to call the general evaluator for the session today, because she is one of the most important person, or the role itself is most important, along with her tag role players, because they control the quality and quantitative aspect of every session, so that we have a good session which starts on time and ends on time, and we follow all protocols correctly. Speaking so much about fire, I'm sure everyone is feeling the heat, and we don't want to have an inferno-like situation which is happening in Los Angeles, right? So I decided, let's have the introduction a bit light, a bit quirky, if possible humorous as well. And so when I asked Toastmaster Kalyani, can you say something, you know, which is memorable about any celebration or any festival that you had? She actually went to a wedding where the bride and the groom were asked to sit on a sit or be mounted on a horse, so that they have a grand welcome into the hall. And as they were proceeding, suddenly either the horse did it by itself or someone tried to instigate it, because the bridegroom fell from the horse. To peals of laughter, but somehow the bride held on to the horse, and this is proof enough that a lady ensures that she takes hold of everything and doesn't care about who falls or who doesn't fall. And so here we have Toastmaster Kalyani.
Thank you for your introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Today I am your general evaluator. Actually, from last week itself, my evaluation started as soon as the DP had started the team in WhatsApp. I am going to evaluate. I have two teams with me. Just like the trailer of a great movie, the evaluation will be done. I am here to spotlight the highlights, appreciate the stars, suggest a few edits to make the next show even better. You know, great production happens not without a good team. Same way, I have two teams with me, the tag team and the evaluation team. The tag team is timer, R-counter and grammarian. Timer. Now I call upon the timer to tell about the timing rule. Toastmaster Raja Annamalai, who is a vice president at Standard Chartered Bank, and he believes in lifelong learning. Timer, please.
Leonardo da Vinci once said, "Time stays long enough for those who use it effectively." Good afternoon, my dear fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good afternoon.
I wish you all the very best, and wish you a Pongal in advance. Okay, so this is Raja Annamalai. Today I am privileged to play a role as a timer, and as a timer I will be helping the speakers to practice expressing their thoughts within a specified time frame. So there are, we don't have a table topics today. So we have only the prepared speeches, and then it goes to the evaluation. So for the prepared speeches, we do have the time given is 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. So I do have the 3 cuts. So the green will be 5 minutes, and then yellow is 6 minutes, and then red goes to 7 minutes. So for the evaluation speeches, so total maximum it will be 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes I will be showing a green card, and for 2.5 minutes I will be showing a yellow card, and then 3 minutes I will be showing a red card. So we do have the 13 minutes. 30 seconds grace period. So I'll be showing. So till the time you are closing the speech, I'll keep on showing the red card. Okay, this is to help you are not disqualified any of your speeches. I wish you all the very best for the speakers.
Next to our counter, who is a data scientist and works in a multinational bank, Toastmaster Shankar.
Thank you, Dean. So today I'm playing the role of counter. So my primary role is that some of the speaker may tend to speak some of the filler words, and so my role is to make those notes and will report when called upon by the general evaluator.
Then we have a grammarian who says he's driven by curiosity and an insatiable desire to learn. Let's welcome Toastmaster Narendra to explain the grammarian rules.
Hello Toastmasters and dear guests. A very good afternoon to all of you. Today I'll be playing the role of the grammarian. As a grammarian, I have two main responsibilities. My first responsibility is to listen, learn and share my learnings. I'll be listening to all the speakers and the wonderful speeches that they'll be delivering today. I will learn from their speeches. That is, I will note down any outstanding usage of words, phrases or sayings or any outstanding application of English language in general. I will also identify improper usage of language or words and try to figure out how they can be rectified. Towards the end of this meeting, when the GE calls me up again, I will present these learnings to all of you in the form of the grammarian report. I also have another responsibility, and that is to introduce the word of the day. I'm sure all of you would have seen it in the agenda that was shared in the WhatsApp group. Did anybody look up the meaning of the word? Yes, Pramod. Can you explain to me?
Something which is obvious.
Okay, great job, Toastmaster Pramod. I really appreciate the fact that Toastmaster Pramod and a couple of other Toastmasters have looked up the meaning of this word already. So conspicuous, as Toastmaster Pramod said, is something that is obvious or easily noticeable. And this is an adjective, meaning an adjective is something that describes the noun. For example, the flaws in Kohli's batting technique became conspicuous during India's recent tour to Australia. The conspicuous objective of Toastmasters is to help individuals become better public speakers and leaders. So here conspicuous gives more details about the intent of the objectives of Toastmasters. It can also be used in the noun form, which is conspicuousness. For example, the conspicuousness of a leader's resolve can inspire their team. It can also be used as an adverb, something that describes a work or provides more details about the action that is being performed. The passion of a true artist can be seen conspicuously in the work that they produce. So here, the word conspicuously gives more details about how much the passion of the artist can be seen. I request all the speakers to use all three forms of this word of the day: conspicuous, conspicuousness, and conspicuously. Unfortunately, I don't have a tape with me to stick it in the tripod stand to stick the word of the day. I will give this sheet. Please take a look at the word of the day and pass it around. I will also post the word of the day in the WhatsApp group for everyone to take a look at it. And I would like to wish all the very best to all the speakers who are speaking today. Over to you, General Evaluator.
With this, I have another team whose conspicuous objective is to enhance the speakers. I will call them at the end of the speech to evaluate the speeches. Now I will hand over the podium to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Karan.
So today being a very traditional day, I just have a request to all those people who are going to come onto the stage. I would prefer that how about we all say namaste, at least on this particular day, since it's going to be quite traditional, if it is okay with everyone. All right? Yeah, thank you. Okay. So now let's get on with Speakathon. 5 speeches, 5 evaluators, enriching experience, a lot of takeaways. We have heard of value for money, but here this is so priceless, you just can't measure it with anything quantifiable. So shall we all give ourselves a round of applause before we start with the Speakathon? The first evaluator for speaker number 1 is Toastmaster Kaushalya, who will be spelling out the objectives. You may do so from the place where you are seated.
Namaste everybody. Toastmaster Vidya Sagar is giving a speech on the pathway, Dynamic Leadership, Project 3, Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of this project is for the member is to practice vocal variety or body language to enhance the speech. Speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Vidya.
Thank you.
I think it's going to take a bit of time because of practice and habit. Yeah, okay. So Toastmaster Vidya Sagar, the way he will douse all the tension at home is because of his daughter. A daughter is an angel, a devi, a princess, and she can really make a house a home. And even more so with his daughter, because once they went for a celebration and there were a lot of people, and as they were all getting into a lift, his daughter started dancing, and someone mildly admonished her saying, "Why are you dancing? I'm sure you're going to fall down." And she was like, "Why would I fall? You people are there to save me. What better work do you have?" So that's it, and I'm sure he's having a great time with his daughter. Over to him. And about the speech, Dynamic Leadership, Level 3, Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The title is The Voice That Brought Cricket Alive. Time 5 to 7 minutes. Timer, please. Thank you.
Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to talk about one of the rarest voices in the history of cricket game. That is Tony Greig. Tony Greig's commentary skills were unparalleled. He truly lifted the spirit of the game and expectations of so many fans across the globe. Tony Greig was not just a cricket commentator, but was a passionate advocate about the game of cricket. The Tony Greig, actually, his commentary skills were unmatchable. If you are watching a cricket game live on TV, when Tony Greig was in the commentary box, you would actually feel that you're actually watching the game live from cricket stadium. So that was the power of his cricket commentary. So we will revisit some of the major cricket moments that happened on the field when Tony Greig was in the commentary box. Okay, I think you all remember the famous Sachin Tendulkar innings in Sharjah in 1998. So this innings was actually called as Desert Storm innings. In that match, Tendulkar scored 140 odd runs to make India qualify for the final. So I would let you know the match situation. Tendulkar was batting superbly. He was actually, I think, around 130. So in that match, the Australian fast bowler, Tom Moody, actually, he is quite a big man and he's 6.6 feet long. But we all know that Tendulkar is so short. Okay, here is the Sachin. Okay, Tom Moody bowled a good length delivery. And Tendulkar, here is Tendulkar. Here it is, strike 6. It is absolutely simple. But see the drama from Tony Greig. Oh, hits that one ball, what a shot! Sachin Tendulkar, he playing an absolute knock here. The little man hit the big fellow for 6. The little man whacked him over the park. What a player he is. Sachin Tendulkar, magnificent player. India is playing absolutely fantastic today. If India has to win the match tonight, Tendulkar has to play big innings. Tendulkar is enjoying, so is the Indian crowd. Indian crowd are dancing, holding the Indian flag so high. What a match this is going to be. What a player, Sachin Tendulkar. He's a magnificent player, Sachin. So next, actually this match, Australia versus South Africa. This was a World Cup semi-final game in 99 World Cup. Steve was batting, Australian captain. He was actually batting, right-hand batsman, flicked towards the onside where Ashley Gibbs was fielding. That was a stride forward catch. He dropped that catch. Now see the drama from Tony Gregg. Oh, he dropped that one. He dropped an absolute kick here. Ashley Gibbs. That was a little lollipop. He dropped that absolute kick here. Well, this can change the course of the game. Well, if the match turns other way around, you would have to think that did I drop the World Cup trophy? That was one of the, major cricket event. Actually, incidentally, what happened in that match was Steve went on to score 100 and Australia won that match. So catches win matches. Okay, this is, I think you all know India's famous test match victory against Australia in Kolkata in 2001. Okay, so I would narrate the match situation. So Australia was batting in the second innings. India was just 1 wicket away winning this test match. Glenn McGrath, tailender Glenn McGrath was batting, and then Harbhajan was bowling. He bowled a googly. Okay. And he doesn't know, Glenn McGrath doesn't know what to do. He just parried that ball, okay? Then see the drama from Tony Gregg. Oh, he parried that one. Oh, he's giving him. McGrath is walking. Oh, it's all over. India has won this match in a dramatic style. The whole of Bengal is dancing on their feet. What a match this is. What an incredible victory for India. So this is Jaisuriya against Venkatesh Prasad. Oh, he whacked him all over the park. Senat Jaisuriya. He broke in the shackle shaft. Venkatesh Prasad, what a player he is. Senat Jaisuriya. Thank you, Tony Gregg, for having profound impact on me and conspicuous impact on so many fans across the world.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidyasagar. The second evaluator is Toastmaster Dinesh Shekhar. It's actually the same level, introduction to vocal variety and body language, but the only difference is dynamic leadership and motivational strategy. So should we spell out the objectives? Not required, right? Okay, so we will straight away go to the speaker. The speaker. When I asked him to send some snippets about himself, I thought he had sent me a speech script, and it made me wonder whether I was his mentor and if I had to vet his script. And it was not just like one script, it was like 2 scripts with icebreaker in one and another story in another. So I had to reread what I had sent him to come to an understanding. So if I have to again go through it and say what all he said, then it will be like a speech in itself from my end. And then due to paucity of time, all I can say is he is a man who is really leading a great life, a fun-filled life, a life full of experiences, and I'm sure we are all going to have a piece of it every time he comes over here to give a speech. Toastmaster Ranjit. So motivational strategies, part 1, level 3, introduction to vocal variety and body language. Title, from quantum tunneling to life's journey. The time again is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you.
Have you ever faced an obstacle in your life that was insurmountable? That no matter how hard you tried, some invisible wall that kept you from reaching your goals? Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good afternoon. Today I want to introduce you to an interesting concept from quantum physics that inspires or challenges the notion that how we look our lives in this new year 2025. In physics, quantum tunneling is like a fundamental quantum mechanical phenomenon. Let me make it very simple. There will be particles like atom, electron, which is like passing through a potential energy barrier that according to classical physics, which is insurmountable. In classical physics, a particle having insufficient energy is unable to pass. But in quantum tunneling, it does, specifically because of the wave-particle duality. So, the implications of quantum tunneling are very profound, spanning various scientific and technological domains. Relating to it in our day-to-day life, let me share my MBA journey, which has one of the unique challenges. It was for an academic project during a course curriculum with a diverse group of 6 people. The first 5 members were engineers having prior work experience, and 1 member, she was a fresher and a science graduate before joining the MBA. This diversity, it was enriching, but initially posed a great hurdle for us. During the initial meetings, she was very silent, listening to the conversation and observing each and everyone. But our team also didn't come to a common consensus in finalizing the project concept, because we couldn't come up with something creative. But after 3 days, despite her initial hesitation and self-doubt, she presented a groundbreaking project concept, leaving everyone awestruck. Her journey resonated deeply with me. I had a chat with her and asked her what was the problem. She said, my initial hesitation or silence was due to the fear of judgment and the apprehension of sharing unconventional ideas. This barrier, similar to an invisible wall, hindered her from fully participating. Gradually, she went on to analyze her internal obstacles and began to break it, much like the phenomenon of quantum tunneling, emerging with an innovative and powerful solution. Let me share one beautiful story, like an old tree and a tiny sapling. The old oak tree stood tall and strong, with its long branches reaching the sky, a testament to the passage of time. The tiny sapling, beneath its shade, there was a tiny sapling which was even a few inches tall, a few inches only from the ground, trembling in winter or with the blow of the wind. The tiny sapling said, look at that old tree. It must have had such an easy life, growing without a care in the world. The old oak tree said, and laughed softly and said, my dear, my journey was far from easy. I faced fierce storms, scorching winters, scorching summers, and biting winters. I endured drought, battled pests, and even survived the lightning storms. Every season brought its own set of challenges. The tiny sapling bewildered and asked, but you're so strong and tall. The old oak tree said, strength comes from within. From the deep roots I have cultivated over the years, from the resilience I have built over the countless years. Every struggle, every setback has made me stronger. I learned to bend, not break, to adapt and thrive. But the tiny sapling still confused and confessed that, but I am feeling so disappointed and I'm feeling so insignificant and so tiny, whether I'll be able to grow this tall as a lord. No. The old oak tree said, growth is a journey, not a race. Focus on your path. Putting on the deep roots. Consistency is key, my friend. Celebrating every journey, every new leaf that unfurls. Then the tiny sapling inspired and began to focus on its own growth. It faced several challenges, and it had not only grown taller, but also learned the most valuable lessons of life. The power of consistency, the importance of self-belief, and the ability to overcome obstacles. Just like how we keep our New Year resolutions, this tree also kept reaching towards its goals. Barriers, whether internal or external, are not the end. As we embrace the new year, of course, Pongal is there. Let us also turn a page from our own journey. For some, their goals or barriers will be like reducing their weight, reducing their sugar intake, spending more quality family time, hitting gyms, waking up early, and lot many. Let us resolve to reflect deeply on our goals and values, approach our life with kindness and humility, and pursue our passions fearlessly. These are the lessons from content tunneling to everyone's life journey. And of course, together we can overcome the fear of, or the barriers of fear, self-doubt, and limitations, creating a life filled with purpose and connection. And I would like to share one quote from author James Clear, like, small habits will compound into something productive over years. Thank you.
May I now request DTM Sampath Saurirajan to spell out the objectives.
Vanakkam. Toastmaster Pramod wants to understand his leadership style through this project. The purpose has given in the project manually. Purpose of this project is to remember to identify primary leadership styles or styles. That's all the purpose. So the extra notes put up to the speaker and great listening to the leadership.
A tall person outwardly, but extremely deep and introspective internally. Extremely committed to whatever he does, an extremely no-nonsense person who had a lovely 17th birthday, a surprise cake cutting while he was traveling in a flight from Istanbul to Doha. How about all of us having such kind of a birthday? We would love it. Over to Toastmaster Pramod. Visionary Communication, Part 2, Level 1, Understanding Your Leadership Styles, title, Am I a Leader? The time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Yes, you are Toastmaster of the day. The question was, am I a leader? How many of us are uncomfortable with claiming that we're leaders? Am I the only one? Oh, so I'm not the only one. Thank you. There's a song by the band Nickelback that says, I am not a leader of men, as I prefer to follow. Sometimes that's how I feel. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. Vanakkam and Namaste. Toastmasters is full of inviting opportunities that are hard to resist. Two such opportunities came my way. Last July, when our then president, Toastmaster Pravda, asked me if I'd be interested in chairing the club contest as well as the milestone newsletter. Was I a leader? More often than not, I sought advice and followed instructions. I suppose I could categorize myself as an affiliative leader. The responsibilities were quite humbling, if not daunting, for one as went behind the years as I was. Fortunately, Medley Toastmasters Club has many savvy mentors, such as Toastmaster Kalyan and distinguished Toastmaster Thomas, to guide someone like me. As a contest chair, ensuring that the contestants submitted the necessary forms in time was one challenge. Preparing posters was yet another challenge. I took an entire week off work just to deal with the anxiety of it. Not recommended. There were situations that required altruistic leadership, that is, taking the needs of individuals into consideration. For example, a certain senior Toastmaster once asked me, Pramod, could you please schedule the evaluation contest before the humorous speech contest? You see, I come from afar and would like to leave early. The solution required a democratic approach, that is, taking the needs of everyone into consideration. So, before I responded to him, I asked my team, I'm sorry, sir, but the humorous speech contestants need to be relieved first, as they come with prepared speeches and consequent anxiety. Of course, he understood where I came from. Managing an event such as the club contest was a very good exercise in people skills. Even at work, there are people, clients, with special requirements that need to be addressed. Another participant was unsure of her situation. Pramod, I'm returning from New Delhi just the previous day. I'm not sure if I should participate. Toastmaster, you don't know how much I struggled to fit your picture into the jam-packed poster. Please participate. There were certain difficult decisions that I had to make. A certain senior member once cautioned me. A contest with 13 humorous speech contestants and 18 evaluation contestants is sure to tax the judges. Consider splitting the contest into 2 days with semi-finals, etc. Managing a single day's event was no walk in the park. I consulted the chief judge and asked her if the voting judges could handle the massive number of contestants. She reassured me that it was possible. So, I swept the matter under the rug and threw caution to the wind. Of course, the immensity of the task knocked the wind out of me by the end of it. After the contest was over, a friend of mine jested, "Now you can finally sleep." The battle was over, but not the war. The milestone newsletter now had just 2 weeks to get ready, and I had already neglected it for the 2 weeks leading up to the club contest. At this point, I only wanted to run away from Toastmasters and hide in a cave. Our then president, Toastmaster Pravda's empathetic advice helped me realize that I had come to Toastmasters to overcome challenges such as performance anxiety and handling stress in life. The milestone newsletter was a completely different ball game altogether. More often than not, I wasn't even sure as to what I could possibly bring to the table. And my teammates were much more skilled than I ever was. And I am truly grateful to them for pushing through and making our end objective possible. In retrospect, it is conspicuous that a blend of altruistic and democratic approaches to leadership has helped me. Am I a leader? I suppose we are all leaders, with or without titles. After all, Toastmasters is where leaders are made. We don't have to be perfect to do justice to the task. Showing up and doing our best is all that it takes to create possibilities for ourselves as well as for each other. What say you, Toastmaster of the Day?
May I now request Toastmaster Ramesh to give out the objectives of speaker number 4.
The Toastmasters and dear guests, good evening. Speaker number 4, Venkat, is giving the speech, and the purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And the second objective is the purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a prodigy or as a mentee. Okay.
Next time, I'm throwing caution. He is from intellectual property. So if you have anything to ask him, I'm throwing caution to you all because he gave me a 4-liner and I had to call him and try to get an understanding for 5 minutes. It made me really question and challenge my intellect to such an extent, it felt like as if I was reading a poem out of the English literature book in the school, where you begin to think that you understand something, but by the end of it, you are totally confused. To that extent was his depth, the way he had written whatever he had to write. So never mess with such kind of people. That is what I came to understand. So Toastmaster Venkatesan, Presentation Mastery Path 2, Level 3, Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring, title, The Power of Attitude, time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Have you pushed forward any situation in your life? Toastmasters.
Push over. Yeah. Many.
Share something.
My PhD work, I should have completed 1 year before because I was little busy with other things. I have pushed that and now I'm deeply into that.
Thank you for sharing for your own experience. DTM Guru Prasad. Push forward in your life.
Many things.
Share one thing.
I wanted to do engineering graduation. I never did. I was thinking of trying next year. It never happened. I feel very bad for it. Unfortunately, I could not complete.
Thank you, DTM Guru Prasad. Yes, I'm going to share my experience in it. When I was 18, I received my plus 2 marks. I have secured 69.50 in my plus 2 exams in MPC, that is called Maths Physics Chemistry. Indeed, my father's dream had not been succeeded. In those days, you must have 70% aggregate in MPC to write an entrance exam to appear for admission in engineering colleges. To be honest, my plus 2 exam prevented me and shattered my father's dream to become an engineer. But in turn, my father is a very good mentor and philosopher. Advised me, my dear son, life is not only for engineering. You should pursue your career in any other field, and better person and reach to the top of the profession, do it. He advised me and he encouraged me also. Then I relocated my profession in IPO sector. The second incident, despite having the legitimate proof in the possession of our land in Adambakam, we had a property dispute in 1987. My father requested us to design the property, to buy the plot in the same zone with this straightforwardness and honest approach. He taught me that, Venkat, in your life, you should maintain your honesty and straightforwardness to succeed in your life. He achieved that. My father is a hero for me. When he led our family in a different, to face the situation, to solve a problem. The second incident is, everyone is interested to join Medley with the help of recommendation of friends or through Google. I was waiting for a master in my life. One day, my friend Mr. Sunil Jose, he called me at 11 a.m. Mr. Venkat, can you come over to Kotturapuram police station? I assumed that because he is a lawyer, maybe I might be to sign for a witness signature. But I reached the destination at the same time, same place. The rest is history. Yes, I joined Medley Toastmasters Club at meeting number 149, June 6, 2012. My current mentor, Mr. Kalyan, I adore his quality. When his presidency, he kept the goodwill of Medley Toastmasters Club. He is the only person will help you at even at 11 o'clock. If you call him and he will say that, he will help you there. Why we need mentor in Toastmasters? Without goals, mentee cannot go to any directions to achieve their targets. But in Toastmasters only, mentors helping us and to achieve the targets and guiding the mentees to achieve their goals. What is useful for me in Medley Toastmasters? Medley Toastmasters taught only communication skills, not leadership skills. More than that, the presentation structure of a speech and incorporating the tone and the body language. To conclude my speech, Medley Toastmaster guided me to my stumbling block in English language. Over to Timuri.
May I now request DTM Guru Prasad to please give the objectives.
Thank you very much and welcome to all. The speaker is giving a speech from a project Lead in Any Situation. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply the skills needed to successfully lead in a volunteer or other organization. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of their experience as a leader and or the impact of 360-degree evaluation. Timer, please note the speech timing is 8 to 10 minutes. Thank you very much.
The speaker, she knows how to get things done without making it very conspicuous. So, it was no surprise when she got her children to do Rangoli for 3 long hours so that she could finish all her other chores. So that reminds me, so maybe probably last Discover program, she also thought that we were like her children, and she made us practice the dance again and again, that we had to practically beg her and tell her we are not kids anymore and that we have our limitations. So she is a go-getter, but a very pleasant go-getter where you just can't refuse whatever she asks. Toastmaster Prasannavani. We have have come to the end of the 5 speeches. Timer, could you please tell us if all the speakers have qualified or for voting purpose?
So all the speakers are qualified. So Vidya Sekar, Ranjit, Pramod, Toastmaster Venkatesh, all are.
Okay, so if the voting lines are open, you may please vote. All are qualified. Shall we move on? Yeah. So now, they say too much of anything can sometimes have a negative effect. So too much of knowledge also sometimes can weigh us down. So maybe we need something more fun, something lighter. So I would like to call this person who doesn't need any introduction because he didn't give me the introduction. Last time, the question that I posed to him was, what can you do in 2 minutes? And he actually tried doing a lot in the 2 minutes and then came back to me after reminders. But this time when I asked him about a celebration, I'm sure he's going to celebrate Pongal, get something memorable, and then he will give me something for Tamil New Year's Day. So till such time we can wait. Over to Toastmaster Vijay Rajan for the fun session.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today we are all in the celebration mood. What celebration tells us is, the expression. It gives us an opportunity to, as a community, to express happiness, gratitude, and whatever we want. So in communication as well, more than words, the expression is very, very important. How you express changes everything. So we always used to play during college days and school days, dumb charade. And today that is going to be the game. Today you are going to express yourself, you are going to unleash your acting skills, and also the guessing, the imaginatory skills are going to be, you are going to deliver those skills. So in order to play this game, let us have 4 teams. The first team will be Bogi team, Bogi Pongal team. The second team will be Thai Pongal team, third team will be Matu Pongal team, and fourth team will be Kanum Pongal team. Okay. So first let us start with our Toastmaster problem.
1, 2.
That is no.
Boi
Pongal. Boi Pongal. Thai Pongal.
Bogi, Thai.
Thai.
Matu Pongal.
Kanum Pongal.
Bogi. Thai Pongal.
Matu Pongal.
Kanum Pongal.
Bogi.
Matu Pongal. Annamala.
Kanum Pongal. Bogi.
Matu Pongal.
Thai Pongal, எப்படி அவங்க Thai Pongal.
Matu Pongal.
Bogi.
Matu Pongal. Kanum Pongal. Thai Pongal. Matu Pongal. Annamala. Kanum Pongal.
So, yeah. So we are all in the 4 groups. So first let us straight away get into the game. First team will be Thai Bogi Pongal team. Please come on stage.
Captain, inspiring.
Normally in dump charade, one person will be making actions. Here, everybody will be making action. One person will be identifying what is there. So, for example, aeroplane crash is the title. As a team, you will act as the aeroplane crash, and the person will identify that it is aeroplane crash.
Who will identify?
One among you. You can choose.
You want to do it?
To identify, yeah.
What do you want to do? I can.
So you want to identify?
Okay.
She will identify.
No,
So I feel that I can read loud, no?
Yeah, don't read it. You should not read it loud. And you should not express the words.
And we will not help.
And the second time is 90 seconds.
Is there any theme to all the questions?
We can help her by confusing, right?
You can discuss.
Is it one word or multiple words?
Multiple words.
Ending in the mouth, you don't see them. One by one, huh?
Like, together you plan the scene from which I have to figure out that.
It will be easy for you.
Okay,
All
what are
of you
you?
will do.
How are you?
Don't think.
Okay.
Time starts now, 90 seconds.
Small. Be almost there. Butterfly.
Yeah.
Butterfly metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
In the nick of time.
Audience should not reveal the
Flower. Bee. Lotus. Pond. Water.
Tomorrow. She said tomorrow.
Butterfly. Butterfly flew away. Butterfly flying, fluttering.
No, I know that.
Oh, person chasing the butterfly.
What was it?
Person chasing the butterfly and trying to catch it.
Blueberry sentence. What was the answer?
Yeah, that's correct only.
Chasing the
Oh, she said something very big.
I said person chasing the butterfly.
Chasing the butterfly in the garden.
Okay.
Being at the team.
Sir, judge.
Being at the team.
Judge, I'm neutral judge.
Thanks.
Type of the team, please come on stage.
And the team. I will need your judgment. Your team work on Nana cutting. Venkatesh is the senior most person in the team.
You should not tell anything loud. You have to discuss.
Pramod, you have to turn this side.
Oh, I should turn this side.
Even when they act, you should turn outside.
Okay, your time starts.
Sorry, sir, we are not able to hear what you are discussing. Is it louder?
Anki action madam.
Increase the pitch.
Okay, I got it.
Try taking off.
Okay, your time starts now. 80 seconds over.
Okay, guys.
Time started already.
10 seconds gone.
You're wearing backpacks and going to school. Standing in the line. School boys. Going to school. You're line. You're starting in a circle. Yeah, that's friends.
No sound, no sound.
No more.
Circles are school friends. School boys. You're climbing the stairs. This helicopter. The bell.
Sir, conductor, bus.
Oh, the school. He's the teacher. He's going to be. Oh, your school days. School days. Back in, you're remembering your school days. You're remembering your school days.
Yes.
Huh? Today.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, your time is up.
Alumni
Now let
meet.
us give it to
Alumni meet.
Give it to the
School alumni meet.
No, finally it is.
Get together. Finally, it is, but the time is up. Is our
What was the answer?
attending a school reunion.
School reunion. So 1 weekend job and 2 more weekends to go.
Now the next team. Water
Anomaly.
Please decide who is going to give
வேற யாரு குருதான்
Guru, your role.
எமன் நம்பியார் ரெடியா ரெக்கமெண்ட் இந்த காரால போயிடுறேன் எனக்கு அங்க பயமா இருக்கு யார் நீங்க சரி நீங்க வாங்க ஆரம்பமே அமக்கலமா இருக்கு சஞ்சுதான் நான் ஒரு ஆள் போதும் டீம் டிஸ்கஷன்
Cutting, kitchen, doctor, surgery, doctor surgery, doctor cutting the surgery. Second word, surgery, doctor. First word, doctor. Third word, surgery. Okay, doctor, surgery. Second word, cutting, open. Doctor opening the surgery.
Hey, extra time you are giving for this team, man.
Doctor, surgery.
Time up.
Now I will give it to the audience.
Doctor performing the surgery.
Yes.
Suggest to you, come sit here, you will do better. Stage fright very bad. Ramesh, very bad performance.
66% winners. 66% பர்ஃபார்மிங் ஆக்சுவலா காட்டவே முடியாது இவங்க ஏதோ புதுசா கெஸ் பண்ணிட்டாங்க
இல்ல இல்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் செகண்ட் நல்லா பண்ணுவாங்க
இப்ப பாருங்க என்ன கவனம்
Now your team who is going to be.
நாங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் இருக்கோம்
நல்லா ஐடியா பண்ணுவோம்
Rain will identify this.
இந்த வாட்டி விஜய்க்கே டவுட் ஆயிடும் ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ் என்ன அந்த அளவுக்கு நான் கலாய்க்க போறேன்
Super. Yeah, time starts now.
Allowed, இதெல்லாம் சூப்பர் allowed. No.
Hey boss.
தட் இஸ் ஆல் என்ன இந்த நிமிஷம் எடுத்துக்கோங்க
Farmer cutting the crops.
நோ சவுண்ட்
No sound.
Okay, three words. Okay, first word.
6 farmers
Farmer is the first word. Okay. Next.
one is cutting one is growing
Growing. Cutting. Farmer cutting. And then crops. Farmer cutting the crops.
No, what?
Farmer cutting. Farmer.
Okay, any guesses from the audience?
harvest
Okay, it allowed.
Both teams are.
Number of words allowed.
any dumpster it's allowed
Allowed, sir.
But he didn't say that.
First round.
play more
Where
dumpster
you have 5 people doing damsar.
Again,
Damsar.
Oh, Thai Pongal.
Going for the goal.
oh second round வரும்னா
I thought we have won. We should have taken more time.
we already won the game
I know.
Somebody wants to do?
One person will be now the game is different.
Hello, game change.
Now one person refreshment side and all others will identify. And you can identify as many numbers.
Sir, rules change.
Within 2
Rules
minutes.
change.
2 minutes this time.
What is the
And they can identify as many numbers as possible. As many words as possible.
She will enact.
One person has to do the signing.
She will enact and we will find
You have
out.
to
Makes sense.
But take multiple. You can do as many words as possible.
Okay.
Who will do
Anybody else
acting?
wants to do?
Who will do acting?
You want to do?
I did one.
You want to do the acting?
Okay, I can do.
Okay.
1 minute.
Time is 1 minute.
1 minute each.
I can't speak.
You cannot speak.
Every action 5.
Teacher. Second professor.
Science. Silencing the students.
I think we are getting more marks.
Selfie.
Selfie.
Time up.
6.
All anomalies come.
Bogi Pongal is now actually the Bogi Pongal has 5 points and Thai Pongal has 6 points. Now you have to take 7 or more.
4.
Shall we start?
Movie scene.
Picture.
Remote.
Television.
Netflix. Screen. Projector. Monitor. Laptop.
Driving.
Accident.
Traffic jam.
Cricket. Crowd.
Audience.
Playing.
Mixer. Match fixing.
Match.
Batting. Cricket. 1 ball 6. 2 ball 6. Superman. That's it. Cycling. Walking. Cycling.
Time up.
Jogging.
Riding a bicycle. Now Kanum Pongal.
The time's up.
Two birds, cricket match.
TV, watching TV.
சார் நாங்க எல்லாமே ஒரு வேர்ட் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
அதுக்கு 2-3 ரே கரெக்ட் தான் நீங்க போய் கிரிக்கெட் போயிட்டு
Shall I choose?
Washing.
Don't keep there actually. You can see there already.
Swing. Chiseling. Sculpture. Selfie.
உங்களுக்குலாம் தக்காளி சட்னி எங்களுக்கு மட்டும் பக்கமா ரைடிங் பைசைக்கிள் வாட் இஸ் வாட்சிங் டிவி
Zebra crossing. Zigzag. Hairpin bend.
Pulling.
Tug of
Time
war.
up.
So with this, almost the show show comes to an end. So overall, we have scores. In the second round, the number one performer was
Tighty.
Tighty.
It's 6 points.
Tighty, 6 points. Bogey team with the second. In the first section, the first one was Bogey team, and the second one was Tighty.
And the winner is
Do we have still more time? Do we have still more time?
the final winner is Yogi's team.
I have one doubt. Why is the bowl of Kadala Burfi here?
Between yaar first
Time up. So with this fun session comes to the end. Over to you.
So Thai team and Bogi team can distribute the sweets to all.
So now we move over to the general evaluation section.
Now coming to the evaluation, I call upon the speech evaluators to share their evaluation. First one is Toastmaster Kausalya, who says happiness is your attitude and not a future condition. Let's welcome Toastmaster Kausalya to evaluate the first speaker, Toastmaster Vijay Raj.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Toastmaster Vidyasagar gave speech on pathway dynamic leadership, introduction to vocal variety and body language. The starting of the speech itself, he started with a fantastic namaste and he stunned the TMOD herself. It was a well organized speech. From the topic, I guessed it would be Harsha Bogle. I am not a cricket enthusiast. Surprisingly, it was Tony Gray. I am sure Tony Gray would have sounded just like he has done. We all know that a picture speaks 1,000 words, but it allows and connects with the audience. It gives clarity of idea what he was talking about with the help of the projector and the PPT. He was talking about the commentary and it was given by Tony Gray. Beautiful humor was there and it was informational too. He excelled at mimicking. The tone, volume and speed was just perfect. And his body language while mimicking was at ease and it was conspicuous. You have great ability to mimic along with humor. And you gave a lot of information within the time limit. You grabbed the attention of the audience from the word go and even before the start of the speech. You have a natural ability in mimicking and you delivered the speech with ease and clarity, and the pictorial representation helped the audience to connect with your speech. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed your speech. You exhibited excellent vocal variety and body language.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kausalya. For the second speech, he's the evaluators in construction and real estate industry. And let's welcome Toastmaster Dinesh to evaluate the second speaker.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear speaker, Toastmaster Ranjit. Today, Toastmaster Ranjit delivered a well-organized and very motivational speech. There are three aspects which I liked in his speech very much. First, the structure of the speech. In the opening of the speech, he started by mentioning how many of us have faced hurdles in our life. I'm sure that was a question which resonated with everyone. Everyone would have faced hurdles. And then he went to the body of the speech. He gave two examples for it. First was the shy girl in his batch who was not coming forward to speak often in the group. And the second was the beautiful example of the oak tree and the small sampling. And finally, he went on to conclude by saying how his title of the speech, Quantum Tunneling, through life's journey. He beautifully navigated between the different stories and made the speech into a mesmerizing and a brilliant one. Kudos to Toastmaster Ranjit for it. And another aspect of his speech which I liked very much was vocal variety. In one particular aspect where, for example, he was mentioning about the little bit shy girl who was not coming forward to put forth her principles, he was saying, my initial silence was because I was shy and not coming forward. So he used that very effectively. He lowered his pitch and he tried to be in that girl's shoes, how she would have felt when she was. So once again, kudos to Toastmaster Ranjit. But there are two aspects which I would like to recommend, which you could change for your next speeches. The first aspect is body language. For example, when you were mentioning about the oak tree, it's a big tree. So you could perhaps use your hands saying it's a big oak tree, and you use a small sampling. Perhaps something like that would always add relevance to your speech. And also, there were several spaces in which your vocal variety could have been enhanced. Particularly, because why I'm mentioning vocal variety again is because your project speech and manual is particularly about vocal variety and body language. For example, when the oak tree was able to take on the thing, take on some scenarios like, for example, you're mentioning fierce storm, scorching sun, thunder, lightning. It was almost like eating dosa, vada, and sambar. But actually, the oak tree took upon fierce storm, scorching sun, and thunder and lightning. So you could have maybe you taken a pitch above your voice, or you could have used vocal variety a little bit better. That is an example of it. And also perhaps I think your volume could be a little bit higher. I have been seeing your speeches. I don't know, since I was sitting in the front I could listen to you. I'm not sure that the people in the back they could listen to you. So maybe that also you could take forward in your next speech. Overall, Toastmaster Ranjit, it was a brilliant speech, a well-packed one, a brilliant structure, and the vocal variety in some instances were good, but in other instances maybe you have to take it a pitch forward. And the most interesting aspect is of course the title of your speech, From Quantum Tunneling to Life's Journey. Everyone would have thought that maybe you are going to talk about quantum tunneling or something like that, but you simplified and said that how important it is for a life's journey. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. For the third speaker, Toastmaster Ramesh, who is a Product Director for Digital Sustainability at Honeywell. That's okay. Oh, sorry. Next, I would like to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan, who is a multi-specialized person and is also my mentor.
That's why you didn't come. Top mentor, this is what it is. Good afternoon, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and Toastmaster Pramod, especially. He fulfilled the purpose about identifying his leadership style in his own way. His speech was unique in many manners. I will come to that later. Having done a good job about identifying your leadership and presenting it nicely, you warrant good applause. The body of the speech had made use of two medley events, recent medley events. One was his doing contest chair, another was the newsletter. It's a very clever ploy because most people remember these things. So you can very easily relate and they will understand what you are saying. So that's a good idea. For every speech you cannot keep on doing it, but today it was a lucky day for it. And considering the opening and closing, nowadays like many other people, your opening was somewhat okay, but closing was very tough, like you have to finish the speech, sort of. In your opening, you had a question and also you had a song coming, but you didn't sing it. Take one of them and make it more powerful opening. Either a song or a question you develop on that one. And during the speech, what I observed was you got a very good vocabulary and language, good command over English, and a good voice and quite a few variations I could also say. But regarding your gestures, you had a lot of hand gestures, but many of them were not useful. You just had them. it comes like that sometimes. So you have to become conscious of it, identify those places, and in future rehearsals, you make sure you don't get them. You decided on two of the leadership styles. Actually, through your speech, which was more like a collage in my opinion, not a very structured one, it was more like a collage. These two leadership styles, the altruistic and democratic styles, they became conspicuous to me at least, and because the way you describe what had done and how you are dealing with the things, and that will make you in great demand in future. Being altruistic and democratic, it's not good for you, it's good for others. Okay, now overall, in conclusion, I have given some points to improve. We can discuss them more in person also. You had a very good command over language, very good narration, and you had good vocal variety, a little bit work to be done in hand gestures, and also in structuring it more instead of being a collage, because people will remember a structured speech much better than a little bit. So one point which I would like to say is, you didn't really mention to the survey results. Probably you can do it. It is essential but not a must for this project. Back to the
Next, I would request Toastmaster Ramesh to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Venkatesan.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guest, very good evening.
Good evening.
As many of you might have noticed, Venkat is usually conspicuous in every session as he sits always in the first rows. You look very smart today, by the way.
Thank you.
I admire you all the time for your dedication. You mentioned right from the 149th session, now we are in 815. That shows your dedication, and I really admire, and it's highly, highly commendable. Let's have a big round of applause for that. To be a good speaker, there are only two things needed. You need to have a good content and how you deliver that flawlessly. And I see that in your speech, you have already reached that stage as a kind of a good speaker. You have a clear, good content, and you are able to narrate it very nicely. And that way, I think that's the first thing. And in terms of delivery, you need to have 3-4 things, like how confident you are, the content you prepare, but how you come here and prepare, deliver that. That confidence is the number one. Many people come to Toastmasters to build that confidence, and you already reached that stage actually. You are already a good speaker. And the second one in terms of the delivery is the modulation. How you modulate, given a story or a script, how you modulate that in a nice fashion so that it gets immediate attention to the audience. You narrated that in today's speech as well as kind of a voice modulation. Eye contact, how you communicate to the audience till the last row in the audience, how you are able to connect. So these are the things I see that already you are a good speaker. But to go from good to great, I have few suggestions. Number one is, often you look at in your speech, you're looking down. So that could have been improved. That will come through rehearsal. Number two is, what I learned as a best practice is, when you are talking, you should not walk. Either you walk or talk. It's not like walking while talking. In Toastmasters, that's what I learned as a best practice. And many of the international speech, if you see that, they would have taken the walk and pass and then they deliver. So it's advisable just give a pass while you're walking and then you deliver. Walking while talking is not good. And in your speech content, although the content is very good, you would have elaborated with little few benefits. As a mentee, what is the most impactful thing which I learned from a mentor would have been added in that speech? And you had a great topic, the power of attitude. But I could not get that linkage in your speech content, how that is being blended in your speech narration. I could not get that in the speech. So, and the last one, it's for many actually, this is also I learned from my own experience. it's not a good advice to keep your hands inside like this pocket when you are in the stage in front of the audience. So this is also not advisable. So in a nutshell, willingness to learn new things and looking for continuous improvement, it's kudos to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. Next, we have our Medley's Basha, who is also a trainer in our ODP program. Let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster Guru to evaluate
Vanakkam to all once again. And Vanakkam, it's Tamil type Pongal, so it's Vanakkam. Timer, my time starts only now, he interrupted me. How many of you live with or have lived with your grandmas and grandpas at home? So you would have probably heard this many times. Andha kaalathula naangalla, meaning in those days I used to do this, do that and all, right? And this speech by Prasanna Vani was nothing but a grandma's speech, a typical grandma's speech. I hope you agree. But the only difference is she was just not showing out saying that I did this, I did those days. She also shared much more than mere nostalgic memories. Well, let us see how did she achieve it. The purpose of the project itself says that you need to go through an experience in a voluntary organization and share that experience by analyzing what you did and what principles of leadership you applied and how did you succeed. Then also do an evaluation with others. It has to be very conspicuous. You need to justify your leadership applied versus your leadership recognized. That's the purpose of this speech. So she really did a conspicuous speech or conspicuous explanation of her role. Not like me trying to wear something that neither looks like a jibba nor a shirt and call myself an ethnic dress. It was very honest. I really enjoyed it. She started by a completely different scenario of watching a shooting. I was thinking where it ends up. It ended up in the final summing up of her speech. That was very good. Then she started with the question, what happens in July or something like that, to see whether audience are ready to listen to her. We were ready. 4 scenarios. She had 4 clubs and 4 scenarios to explain those leadership styles she applied. She had clear stories from every club. She carefully selected incidents and they connected those incidents with the kind of suggestion or help she provided and how does it connect with the leadership style and what did she get out of it. That was very, very enjoyable. I would even say, if it's not too much, that was like a master class for prospective area directors. Because I've gone through that life once, I know how it happens. Then as the second part, she also justified by explaining the 360-degree evaluation request she went through and the results and how did she find it. We know whatever she analyzed and reviewed of herself was justified by all her members. Finally came the climax. She then brought back Life of Pi. Some irrelevant story I was thinking initially came here and she connected well with the quote, her leadership journey, and also said the final movie comes based on the cameraman's eye view or whatever it is. She well connected it back. The only section I have here is, it was like a quantum physics class. Apologies. Very theoretical, very, very theoretical and statistical. You could have added one story or something because you are on level 5. You are going to be a proclaimed speaker. You could have added a story and made us really enjoy and feel that moment you were going through. With a clear explanation of your role, responsibilities and alignment leadership, and with this bit of storytelling techniques, you will go ways. All the best to you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Guru. Timer, can you please tell me the qualified evaluators?
So, qualified evaluators, Toastmaster Kausalya, Toastmaster Dinesh, Toastmaster Distinguished Toastmaster Raksamba, Toastmaster Ramesh, ATM.
Thank you. All the evaluators are being qualified. Next, I would like to call upon the tag report, timer, to share your CA.
Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Rajshekaran took 2 minutes 3 seconds. Presiding Officer Toastmaster Anuradha, 5 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Praveena Sriram, 3 minutes 20 seconds. General Evaluator, Toastmaster Kalyani, 7 minutes 20 seconds. And then first speech, so the prepared speech contestant, Toastmaster Vidya Sagar, 5 minutes 35 seconds. Second speech by Toastmaster Ranjit, 7 minutes 8 seconds. Third speech by Toastmaster Pramod, 7 minutes 10 seconds. Fourth speech by Toastmaster Venkateshan, 5 minutes 20 seconds. Fifth speech by Toastmaster Prasannavani, 10 minutes 10 seconds. And then by the fun session, Toastmaster Vijayarajan took 19 minutes 50 seconds. And then first speech evaluation by Toastmaster Kausalya, 1 minute 47 seconds. And then second speech evaluator Dinesh Shekhar, Toastmaster Dinesh Shekhar, 2 minutes 30 seconds. And then third speech evaluator DTM Sampath, 3 minutes 25 seconds. Fourth speech evaluator Toastmaster Ramesh, 3 minutes 10 seconds. Fifth speech evaluator DTM Guru Prasad, 3 minutes 20 seconds.
Thank you, Chandra, for your elaborate report. Next is our counter, Toastmaster Shankar.
There are 5 conspicuous speeches, and the names are, I think we need to put for some kind of a claps for them. Number 1 is Toastmaster Pramod, clean speech. Toastmaster Prasannavani, Toastmaster Kausalya, Toastmaster DTM Sambat, and DTM Guru Prasad. There are few speakers, probably they need to improve on their accounting skill. One, Toastmaster Rajshekar, once, once, and 1 long pause. Toastmaster Anuradha, 2 and 2 and. Toastmaster Praveena, 1 Toastmaster Kalyani, 2 Toastmaster Raja Annamalai, 2 1 and 2 so. And Narendra, at most a clean speech, but except with one time it is I will. And Toastmaster Vidyasagar, 2 and 1 so. Toastmaster Ranjit, 4 and 1 and Toastmaster Venkateshan, 1 and 1 and Toastmaster Dinesh, 2 and 1 perhaps, and Toastmaster Ramesh, 2 1 and 1 so. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shankar. Before calling the grammarian, I would like you to vote the best evaluator. It will come in your WhatsApp. Now I would like to call the grammarian. Toastmaster Narendra.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the speakers, evaluators, and role players. The conspicuousness of your intent to use the word of the day was very clear. So the Toastmasters who used the word of the day are Toastmaster Kalyani used it once, Toastmaster Vidyasagar used it once, Toastmaster Pramod used it once, Toastmaster Praveena Sriram used the word conspicuous once, Toastmaster Prasannavani used the word conspicuous once in a speech, Toastmaster Kausalya used the word conspicuous once, Distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan used the word conspicuous once, Toastmaster Ramesh used it once, Distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad used the word conspicuous thrice, Toastmaster Shankar used the word conspicuous once. Now, moving on to what I learned from today's meetings, there were so many great usage of the English language, be it the words or the phrases or the sayings. Let me just read out a few. The first word that I noticed was bonfire, and we had various words from the TMOD speech like signifies purity, transformation, dignity, and knowledge. And then there was the phrase fire in our belly, inferno, instigated, unparalleled. Then from the first speech, we the word that I noted down was broken the shackles. And then from the second speech, I noted down the words insurmountable, awestruck, resonated, hindered, and the usage of the word tiny sapling was a really good usage instead of using the word tiny tree or a small tree or something like that. Drought, scorching heat, resilience, barriers of fear, self-doubt, and imitation. From the third speech here by Toastmaster Pramod, I picked up words such as affiliative leader, savvy mentor, and altruistic leadership. So I looked up the meaning of the word altruistic. It means being unselfish or being objective for the welfare of the others. So I think that's a new word. And then I heard the word immensity. I was not sure if it was the right word to use or not, so I looked up as well, and indeed it was a proper word to use. So as from the context you could get it that the meaning of the word is something that is daunting or something that is immense, too much to take on. Then there were words like go-getter, devoid of. So the meaning of the word devoid of means something that's absent or empty. For example, our life will be devoid of meaning without our family and friends. Then a few more words like scathing criticism. Of course, the word devoid of and scathing criticism were from Toastmaster Prasanna's speech. And then there were words like collage, which was really good usage. Now coming to certain rectifications which I would like to suggest are, so instead of saying overflow over the pot, we can say overflow from the pot. And the word H-O-N-O-U-R should be pronounced as honor, not honor. The H should not be heard, it's silent. And then there were words like, so when we are introducing ourselves, say for example, I'm saying this is Narendra, that does not sound too professional. I mean, it would be better if you just simply say I'm Narendra, instead of saying this is Narendra. We use that when we are introducing somebody else, but when we are introducing ourselves, it's better to say I am so and so. And then somebody said speak some words. Instead of that, we could say some words. Passionate advocate about the game. Instead of that, we could say passionate advocate of the game. And instead of saying what all he said, it'd be good to say everything he said. So from the context, it would have made a better impression if the word was everything he said. And instead of saying putting on deep roots, it could be mentioned as growing deep roots. Right? And instead of asking pushed over any situation, it could be asked as have you pushed through any situation? Pushed through. It would sound a lot better instead of pushed over. And instead of saying has not been succeeded, it would be simpler to say, or be more concise to say did not succeed. And somebody mentioned enthusiastic with, instead it could have been mentioned as enthusiastic about. And that instead of saying that also you could look forward to, you could say you could look forward to that as well. That's another one. And the word P-A-U-S-E, meaning that the word should be pronounced as pause. Sometimes the word gets mispronounced as pass, which is P-A-S-S, but if you're trying to refer to sudden stoppage or something like that, the word is pause, P-A-U-S-E. It should not be pronounced as pass. And here should not be pronounced as heard, it should be pronounced as heard, H-E-A-R-D. And so these are a few improvements that I learned from today's speakers. Over to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Narendra, for elaborative grammarian report. I would request you to vote the best tag role player. Next comes the general evaluators to check this report. The room was set on time, and we had the meeting was started on time as usual, and all the speakers' speeches were excellent, and evaluations were also excellent. I would like to appreciate Toastmaster Vijay for his out-of-box thinking in doing Damsrats, where usually we do we'll do the acting and everyone will find, but here it was a different way. That was really good. And then 2 suggestions I would like to give is, there was no guest introduction today, and the table topic, Toastmaster of the day should say the topic 2 times, the speaker name, the topic name, speaker name, but it was missed out. Hope this will be recorded in the next meetings. Over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, General Evaluator. There is this Tamil saying, Thai pirandal vali pirakum. Vali is nothing but path. And we have pathways here. So as long as we keep pursuing our pathways, we keep pursuing whatever we have to that is required of Toastmasters, Thai is supposed to be a very auspicious time. As long as we have that fire in us to keep improving, to keep progressing, every day of the year is Thai. Every day is auspicious. So let's always make Medley a Thai Masam and keep it auspicious and keep it growing. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Ellarkum Pongal Nalvazhuttukal, and over to the presiding officer. And please vote for the best role player.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pradina. Today really we had a celebration meeting. All of us enjoyed. So we had everything today. Bogi, Kanam Pongal, Matu Pongal, and Surya Pongal, everything we had, and it was very fun-filled meeting. So now it's time to greet our guest. Guest Muthu Kumar, can you please come here and give your feedback about today's meeting? Yeah. Welcome.
Very good evening all. First of all, my deep sense of gratitude to Anuradha ma'am for the fantastic opportunity for me to come here and see what is going on here. It's very first time as a guest here, and it's a lot of inspirations from you. I think all the 5 speeches are fabulous, conspicuous. So I have a lot of take-home messages and a lot of learnings. I'm really looking forward for the future to attend such meetings as a member. Thank you so much for this great opportunity and meet you, allied people like you. Thanks a lot for the platform.
Thank you so much. See you next week. And Mr. Harishankar. Welcome and give your feedback about today's meeting.
Yeah, I like to keep it short. So this is my, I think I sort of was interested in attending a Toastmasters for quite some time, but I thought I'll somehow find a time today, and this was fun actually. Like I think in the speeches I found it to be useful, and the assessment that was then, those also like something that I'm looking forward. So I'm looking forward to attending much more sessions as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you next week. Then Mrs. Elil she is coming for the second time, and she expressed already she is very happy to be a part of our Medley Club, and from next month she will be our member also. So we welcome Elil also. Then thank you so much for the role players, and special thanks to our Talabadi, Medley Talabadi Vijay Rajan. Thank you so much, sir. It was really nice. All of us enjoyed. And certain things I want to recognize. Toastmaster Venkateshan has completed his level 2. appreciate and celebrate. Then Toastmaster Raja Annamalai is a first time role player. He played as a timer. Well done. Then Toastmaster Kausalya, first time evaluator. Well done. Then few announcements I want to make. District, they given certain badges for level completion and pathway completion during our OTP. Only badges they gave, the pouch I found. When the club growth director was giving 2 pathway badge and 2 level completion badge for each club. After seeing me, she told, "Oh Medley, you might need more. So let me send you later," she told me. So that I felt very happy. So the blue one is the level completion badge, which will be given to the members who complete the levels, and the brown one is the pathway completion badge. So that will be given to the members as we receive from the district. Then next week we have two special events in our club. One is AD visit. Our AD is she is very strict officer and straightforward officer. So we should run the meeting as usual. Because Medley is known for discipline and legacy. So if we maintain the Medley legacy, so we will get 100 out of 100 points. So before itself, I welcome our area director president for next week meeting. Next is we have a special education session on international speech contest by Toastmaster Saro, and he is very well-known person, and he is known for his speech in Toastmaster. So we are having his session next week. So I request all the members to attend the meeting without fail. So with this, I'll adjourn the meeting. Number 815.
Winners.
Sorry, really sorry.
You are an internship.
Yes, please apologize.
Sorry.
Sorry. Before that, I want to give special award. That is Rising Star of December month. Is Toastmaster Ranjit. Then not only the star of December month, but always star of the Medley, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham. Sir?
I'm also getting for December, no?
This is for December. Best tag role players are Toastmaster Naren.
I'll try clicking this.
Congratulations.
I don't think this mobile doesn't have it.
Best role player, Toastmaster Praveena. Vanakkam, Varthakal.
Again.
Best evaluator, Toastmaster Ramesh. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Best speaker, Toastmaster Prasanavani. We are not giving that here. She is coming as an area director next week. Her performance was very nice. That's why we are giving. So with this, I adjourn the meeting number 8. Now, Vice President membership, Toastmaster Amrita and Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Rajshekharan, please take care of the guest. We have business session, so members please stay. Area Director, shall we give 5 minutes tea break or will continue? Okay. Okay. Yes, please go with the Vice President membership.